So, this is going to be Joao. So Joao is a religious major in the BIG program. He's also from Brazil. He has served as a team leader here, like mine, for the past 3 years. So I would like, if I may, to share a brief story of one of my favorite stories about Joao. So, to set the context for this story, Joao and I were in Rhetoric 1 together freshman year, and this was the week that all the big freshmen were going to give their first presentation in front of the whole class. And so, building on big, this is a very stressful time because very few freshmen have actually given these really professional type speeches, and so all of us were very nervous and terrified. And somehow I got the misfortune of going the very first day, which is not the way I want to start off my rhetoric career. But I'm not the best public speaker, and I get pretty nervous before each speaking event. So during the speech, I accidentally lost track of where I was with my note cards, and ended up pausing for 30 seconds, just looking at everyone terrified, which was bad for me, but great for the rest of the class. We set the bar really low. For the next class period, I see Joao walk in wearing these super baggy sweatpants and sweatshirt, looking very defeated and just very sad. And this surprised me for 3 reasons. So the first is that Joao, if you guys know him, he's a very energetic guy, and he always comes to her class. I don't know how he does his reading time, but he always does. The second is that his speech was supposed to convince people to wear suits, but he was not wearing anything that resembled a suit. And lastly, it surprised me because I thought myself that I really set the bar that low that someone could feel wearing sweatpants when Anyway, so Joao stood up for his speech, still in the exact same attire and demeanor, looking very sad and stuff, and began his speech. About 30 seconds in, he rips off all of his sweatpants clothes, revealing that he was actually wearing a really nice pressed suit underneath it. And he launches into one of the best speeches I've ever heard. Very energetic. One made me buy a suit. Actually, that winter I bought a suit. Needless to say, Joao did very well. So I share this story because I think it illustrates one of the characteristics which I love most about Joao, and that's his passion. Whatever Joao chooses to partake in, he does with a fierce passion. He pours out deep levels of love and compassion to his residents, his friends, and his work. In addition to serving as a community leader in HRC, he also works as a college minister intern at FBC Waco. Ryan Russell, who is a supervisor and mentor at FBC Waco, had this to say about Joao. Joao is a friend to many and a servant to all. His commitments to Christ is evident to all who meet him. I consider myself lucky to call him a friend. So here's our last speaker, Joao.
Thank you, Dylan. That's a great story. I really like to be reminded about it. I was born as a freshman. But, as many of you know, I moved to the HRC on my sophomore year. I was very, very excited to live here. I had loved this community from the first moment I saw this. But I was also very nervous and afraid. I was experiencing some kind of imposter syndrome. And I was afraid of people finding out that I was the outsider, that I didn't live here before, and how could I come here and become a community leader? And that fear almost became a reality in my first big event here. So imagine that they put all the CLs in this big room on a stage, and we're gonna play a game of hot seat. So halfway through the game, someone looks at me and asks, "What's your favorite HRC tradition?" First semester freshman, what you gonna say? Move in? I didn't have an answer for that question because I didn't know the HRC traditions. So I said the first thing that came to mind. So I shouted, "The greatest commandments!" If you don't know what it is, it's a song that we traditionally sing in the HRC, this beautiful piece singing 4 different voices. But at the moment, it was just the first thing that came to mind. I had only heard the song once. It was the best attempt that I could get. So I said it, and it worked. But imposter syndrome didn't go away, guys. Because it actually got worse, because now I was afraid of people finding out that I didn't actually know how to sing the song. So, over the next weeks, I went to chapel every Monday night. I didn't need any chapel credit. So I only went on Monday nights because that's when we sang the song. But mind you, I had missed the first day when they actually taught the song. So the only way to learn a voice at that moment was to sit very, very close, uncomfortably closer to the upperclassmen guys and try to mimic what they were doing without letting them realize that I was trying to do that. And again, my plan failed because they quickly realized what I was doing. But contrary to my beliefs, those guys not only taught me to sing the song, but they also taught me a lot more. Those guys taught me the traditions and the tales of the HRC. They helped me understand the needs of our community, just as they learned my needs and they cared for those needs. They taught me that I belong here. And after learning my part of the song, I allowed myself to pay attention to everything else that was going on in that piece. After all, I told them it was my favorite thing, so I better know everything about that song. So I started to notice that even though each of the four voices was singing a different melody, we somehow always rely on each other, so much so that I find it almost impossible to sing one voice without having all the other three around you. And so it has been with my journey in the HRC. When I first arrived, juniors and seniors took me under their wings and mentored me, even though I was the community leader. And as I matured in this community, I had also the chance to mentor other students. And along with many other leaders, it has been my joy to make this place feel like home for so many. So by the first semester of my senior year, I thought that I knew it all. I thought that I had a lot to teach to all the other classes. Because after all, that's what being a senior is like, isn't it? I was so wrong. Things took very unexpected turns in my life. And suddenly life became much harder. Struggles of the past had come back to my life, and new ones were appearing every day. And my smiles became rare as fear and loneliness grew in my soul. It was then that the Lord showed me hope in the face of younger friends. I thought I was mentoring them, but they were the ones carrying me through as they invited me to laugh and dream with them. So I learned that the HRC is a special place, not because of our great academic achievements or because of our love of our unusual traditions. The HRC is a special place because just like that song has four voices singing different melodies, we have freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, each class going through a different stage of life, yet supporting each other through this community. My friends, 3 years later, I'm now sure that the greatest commandments is my favorite tradition of the HRC. And my favorite part is the very last verse, when we all stand and look at each other. Because, to paraphrase Dietrich Bonhoeffer, it is in the face of friends that we can see Jesus most clearly. Thank you.